Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, he's gone for goal! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials. Musiala
going face-to-face with his great rival. That is good alertness. And he's running, can he finish? Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the game's first significant moment. Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. Up he goes! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Arsenal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping. Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Neymar. Taken off it pretty forcefully. Musiala. Now it's Son Heung-min. Can he get away here? Oh, outsmarting him this time. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Musiala, quality ball. That has been cut short. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Son Heung-min. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Off the post! Paris Saint-Germain looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Messi. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No, he refuses to take the bait. Vinicius Junior couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Vinicius Junior deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Defending of the desperate variety. Gently done. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Could be danger here. White. And it's Wilshere. Ambrosini. Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. It's Neymar! Pedri. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Chips it through. Adams. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Son Heung-min. Pedri. Wilshere. Some really good ball movement. And here's Son Heung-min. And he's searching. Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
And here's Son Heung-min. It's run loose here. And smartly reclaimed. Son Heung-min. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Son Heung-min!
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Musiala. Balde. Balde. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Look at this. Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. What about the pass, Peter? It was played so
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Balde. Messi. Decent hit! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Rudiger. Balde. He's going to be disappointed with that. It's a lovely, neat pass. Messi. And Messi! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Arsenal presented with a golden opportunity here, dealing with the pressure. Goal! Arsenal! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Balde. There's the hit! Well, he's done very well to take that back. he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh, given away. He's Neymar!
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Played into space out wide. Oh, he'll be annoyed at himself for not getting there. More and more pressure on the ball here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
And Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? He'll try to keep this... Oh, what has happened here?
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Son Heung-min. There's the shot! That's an extraordinary save from Sommer!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Balde. Ball is over the line. He's got away. Messi!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
It's a throw-in. Oh, some tackle that. Good reason for optimism here. They've played it short. And that was very necessary. And now a sudden chance to counter. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Son Heung-min. Oh, here's a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rodri. Neymar. Wilshere. This might spell danger. It's Son Heung-min! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Balde. For Musiala. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Cleared without complication. Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's had a hit! And that would have been game, set and match.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. Ambrosini.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Always onto this. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Arsenal can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Rudiger. Balde. He's found a way past. is decidedly lacking. Arsenal moments now away from seeing this one out.
Temps
Wilshere.
additionnel, 5 minutes.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. 5 minutes to add. Oh, super find. Oh, super ball. Son Heung-min! It's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Le numéro 14.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! It's there! An extraordinary start. Breakthrough in next to no time.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That's headed upfield.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Messi, shot could be on. Big chance! No mistake! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
He's picked his way through. Messi. Messi stood his ground strongly. Pedri. He's had a shot! Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mbappe. Robertson gets rid without sophistication. Adams. Looking tidy in possession here. Son Heung. He's got the shot away! Goal! Arsenal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Mbappe very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He can run onto that. Oh, good ball! Son Heung-min. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes...
It's Wilson! And another try! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Arsenal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Son Heung-min. Caicedo. Oh, easy pickings there. White. Chance to shoot now. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Messi. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Son Heung-min. That has not gone well. Pedri. Mbappe touches it back.
Really got in his face.
Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Ambrosini does really well to win the ball there. And here's Mbappe. Messi. Now it's Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's a good spell of possession, this. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min! And Messi! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is extended still further. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Arsenal blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Messi! And this could be the final action of the first half. Son Heung-min with the short one. Oh, sweet feet. It's Son Heung-min! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Fantastic excitement towards the end of the half there, and a last-minute chance that really should have been converted.
Well, I've seen very little to indicate a comeback in this one, Peter. They've committed to this game with great desire and heart, and there's no need to back away from that.
Arsenal 3 ahead after a remarkable half. Who knows how many more will follow. And we are back on the way. And he's great hits! And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Wilshere will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Safi Sali for Messi. Turns back here, probably the best option. Caicedo. Robertson. Good work on the right flank here. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That's just playing it.
Oh, shooting chance! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Great defending, strong and determined. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, there is a look that says it all.
A
piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Arsenal have it back and can go again. He's through. Son Heung-min! Oh, that's a waste.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Oh, he's found some space here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. White. Bastoni. Son Heung-min. That's really well manoeuvred. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. More and more pressure on the ball here. Hernandez. Ambrosini. Now it's Son Heung-min in with the challenge. Messi. And no, he's seen through all of that. And it's Son Heung-min. Jimenez with the foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Hernandez. And he's had a hit! And he's lifted it over.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
75 minutes played. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now there's a fine ball. Tries a shot! And he hits the net. Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And yes, it's him again. Arsenal are having a ball here. And the return pass, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's looking wide. Bit too much weight on the pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great ball, and he's in here. Bruno Fernandes concedes a free kick for that. Hernandez. Pedri. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Messi has it out wide and in space. Crossed into the middle. Bastoni clears it away. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yeah, he's fouled him there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And it's Son Heung-min. And he stands tall, impenetrable. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And he couldn't quite make it 6.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Mbappe goes short. Oh, it's terribly wayward. He's got a sight of goal. It's loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. So it's down to business here. Bergkamp. Messi. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Plays a delicate ball. Son Heung-min, and here's Son Heung-min, caught offside that time. Bastoni cuts it out. Oh, this looks sharp. He can run onto that. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a
Shot a goal! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
I doubt very much that... Big chance! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter.
Vinicius Junior! Goal! Brescia! And they get themselves in front! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Brescia take the lead.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, it's Son Heung-min! The pressing's intense, and belts one. Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
He won't be happy with that one. Mbappe! Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then. Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Love and the shot! Messi. And he skips past Son Heung-min! Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's Son Heung-min! Sticks it away! Again we are level! What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Oh, look, Peter.
Son Heung-min! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
That has ended up in no man's land. That looks a cracking ball. Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Arsenal go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And that is a little undercooked. It's Bergkamp! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Wilshere in with the challenge. Vinicius Junior got a shot away. Oh, it's come loose. Neither of these two. He's gone for goal. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but Bergkamp! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
White. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Bergkamp really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Rodri. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Wilshere. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pass somewhat off target. Rodri. And he's in on goal. Bergkamp. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Tries a shot! And the first half is done. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals, so much drama. It's 3-2. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And he's found a way past. Batistuta was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared.
Has a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Brescia with the corner. There first. Messi goes short. He's going for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Adams gets good distance on it. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And that's put paid to a promising move. Mbappe! comfort. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Número 20.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Neymar. That's very neat.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Messi is... Messi! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Riyad Mahrez. He's one of the best dribblers around, Peter, with such delicate close control and wonderful balance. He could finish with the best of them too, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him score a few cracking individual efforts for this team. He loves to move in from that right flank and unleash with his left foot.
Yes, he's... Real chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
There's the hit! They've got to be quick to recover this. Mahrez. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Shapes to shoot! Ambrosini.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Mbappe. Ribéry. And Ribéry! Oh, split-second reaction.
Ribéry clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Pedri. Drogba. Pedri. Hernandez. Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. Mahrez providing an outlet on that flank. Wilshere. That's played into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Neymar. Bellingham. And he was quick to react. And here's Messi. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Pedri. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead.
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Pedri. Pedri. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Hernandez defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? Arsenal have themselves a chance from the spot to increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. The time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Arsenal sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Substitution.
And we're off again. And it's Neymar. Mbappe! He's away! Bernardo Silva. Silva. That's been cut out, well played.
Foden.
Mbappe.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And Messi! There's the shot! Decent hit and on target. Stood up well to him there. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Hits one! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Ambrosini. And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Foden. And it's Messi. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. And now the breakaway. He is through here. Neymar! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Neymar really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
The attendance for this match was 60,000.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Bernardo Silva. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Vinicius Junior. Taken off it pretty forcefully. And he's managed to get free. Foden. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Pedri. Neymar. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Hernandez.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Pedri. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And again. And another try! He's got away with one there.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Messi. Ricky Puig. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, this looks sharp. Picked out brilliantly. And the shot! And it's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare.
ما تقلي القصة رايحة فين.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all the
welcome to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And already we're underway here. And here's Mohamed Salah. And a header! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Owen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he cuts out the supply. Salah. Mohamed Salah was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Renan Lodi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé. When it comes to building...
It's Son Heung-min! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Owen. Nuno Mendes. Oh, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Son Heung-min. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Great hit! Goal! Arsenal!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And the pass is intercepted. And here's Mohamed Salah. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. White is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Adams, Pedri, and Hernandez. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That pass has been well intercepted. Pedri. Arsenal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. He is through here. That has been knocked clear. Pedri. And here's Messi. Messi! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
White. Ambrosini. Wilshere. And here's Son Heung-min. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Son Heung-min has got himself a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
And that is quite wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Mohamed Salah wins the duel this time. And it's Messi. In with the challenge. Arsenal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And here's Mohamed Salah. And he was alert to it. Pedri. That's good vision. Struck first time. No, he's missed it.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Salah. Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that could set him on his great chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, I think they can breathe a massive sigh of relief then. Such a let-off.
Hernandez. Bastoni. White. Wilshere. He won't be happy with that one. Well
There will
seen,
be
he
1
saw that
minute
coming.
added time.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri. And the first half is done. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Arsenal go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Can he get it through? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now the finish! He has done it! The second half off to a spectacular start! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot...
Messi! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And here's Messi. Son Heung-min has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Hernandez. Can he latch onto this? Son Heung-min. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Son Heung-min. Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Bastoni. Oh no, this does not look good. He's beaten the last man. And Owen! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
This has become one superb game of football.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now.
Hits one!
The attendance for this match was
Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
70,987.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe! Pedri. Pedri. Pedri! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Owen. He could be in here. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. Pedri. He's in plenty of space here. Pedri. Conte.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Looking for the runner. Caught offside that time. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Nuno Mendes. Conte. Adams. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Messi. Pedri. Mbappe. That's beautifully weighted. And he's only too happy to take that back. Little pass back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Pedri.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Hernandez. And it's Messi. That's an excellent interception. Pedri. Wilshere. Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, played right into his path. Oh, he's gifted it and in! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
It's their second corner of the game. White is there, and he can get that clear. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Messi.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Nuno Mendes. That is Conte. Now it's Messi. Pedri gets over and intercepts. 2 minutes to be added on. De Jong. Owen. Mendes is charging up on the overlap. Oh, what? He's had a hit! Pedri. Nicely weighted ball. And that is expertly dealt with. And that will be the final act. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Messi voted man of the match and deservedly so.
Please drink responsibly. Anyone
How do you look back on the game then, Jim? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Messi, played out to the right. Couldn't squeeze it through. Out to the right. And it's Wilshere. And he's there to clear it. Arsenal with the corner, there first. Keeper's dealt with that. No, he's not getting past him there. Algeria are looking to go forward now. Koundé. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Could be danger here. He's found a way through. He's got the shot away!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Arsenal still without a single shot on target. Son Heung-min, that's beautifully weighted. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Mbappe might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Mbappe attempts a clearance. There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And now a sudden chance to counter. chance! Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ambrosini. Wilshere. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Arsenal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Well, nicely intercepted. Wilshere, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Got a shot away! Oh, nice, just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Great ball if he can get there. Adams. And claimed it back swiftly. Wilshere. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Koundé has a look and plays it forward. Back into the middle, and it's Son Heung-min. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No way through. He won't be happy with that one. Kimmich. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Son Heung-min. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Wilshere! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And the shot! And here's Messi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
White kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Kimmich.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
At a time.
Pinged towards the front line. Pedri. And now the breakaway. And we've reached half-time. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And we are back underway.
Arsenal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Wilshere driving. Wilshere! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Wilshere just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Pedri promptly onto that, and that is that. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Conte. And here's Drogba. There's the hit! Marvellous goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Algeria have fired themselves in front.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Oh, easy pickings there. Son Heung-min. Lovely bit of skill. Bastoni getting this one clear.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Kimmich. Musiala. Now there's a Musiala! Goal! And this is getting better and better. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Real chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
So, third corner of the game. That's really well cleared. Oh, what shot a goal! And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Algeria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the shot's on here. Musiala! Plenty to aim at here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Interesting ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
So, a genuine chance. Drogba! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Hernandez. Ambrosini. He could be in here. Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's well spotted. Corner then. Arsenal get their fourth corner. Punched away. Pedri. Pedri! That's a little off target. Mbappe! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They're up to 5 corners now. Algeria have the chance to go the other way. And the pass is intercepted.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Shapes to shoot. Decent enough try.
Messi really looked as though he had chosen correctly.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Well timed, excellent interception. Mbappe might just make this. And he was quick to react. Wilshere. And that's it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable.
And just a quick reminder today.
What are your
to
thoughts
please
on
drink
today's game then,
responsibly.
Jim?
Anyone
Well, there
appearing
was a
intoxicated
distinct
or
lack
behaving
of...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up...
Tu velocidad me tiene viva, yo no sé ni cómo parar. Yeah. Una adrenalina adictiva, abróchate que no le vamos a bajar. No le vamos a bajar, no le vamos a bajar, no le vamos a bajar, no le vamos a bajar. Tu velocidad me tiene viva, no sé ni cómo vamos a parar. Una adrenalina adictiva, abróchate que no le vamos a bajar. I just gotta speed it up, at 200 miles gone, doing everything we can. Don't got it all, but we're feeling blessed. We always gotta keep it up, ain't nobody stopping us. Together till the end, so fast, got you furious. Corriendo en contra del reloj, sintiendo que nada está a nuestro favor. Unidos en misión, vamos sin temor. Que no se acabe aquí, que no se acabe aquí.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. The action has already started. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Back into the middle. Rudiger spots it and intercepts. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Messi. And here's Griezmann. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now the finish!
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
Hernandez. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Son Heung-min. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Pedri. And it's Messi. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Wilshere. Closing in on goal. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. So the would-be breakthrough moment. 1-0. Never any doubt. Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And he's managed to get free. Son Heung-min!
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department. Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Messi. That's played into space. Nicely intercepted. Ambrosini. Pedri. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Konate kept his eye on it, and he's there. Belletti. And that is out of play. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And it's Wilshere. Messi touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. And he's had it nicked away. And now they can spring out of defence. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, he's found support out wide.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Great chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Celtic really putting it...
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal.
Please be
And
made
that is the
aware
state of it at the
smoking
break.
is only
1-0.
permitted in designated areas within these grounds.
Oh, what a terrific 45 minutes, all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has, you know, been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff, with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
Arsenal lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Arsenal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Hernandez. Now it's Pedri. Pedri! Goalkeeper's ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Wilshere. Ambrosini. Pedri. Ambrosini. Belletti. Good running, strong and purposeful. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Showing good feet. Konate did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's got away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The attendance for this match
play
was
for a throw.
61,052.
Hernandez. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Engages and forces him off the ball. It's their second corner of the game.
Celtic are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
There's the shot! Sticks it away! And with that goal comes comfort. You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
Big chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. sudden chance to counter. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Chips it through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Adams. Bastoni. Ambrosini. Wilshere. Pedri. Hernandez. Pedri. And that's a good ball. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's found a way past. He has found a way through. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, that's neat. Pedri. Now who's going to be first to this? Messi looking to get on the end of this. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Oh, they could break here. And it's Belletti. He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. Oh, here's a chance! He's got away with one there.
Really got in the face of his opponent to set it up. It's great grafting.
Marrero. Hernandez.
2
And Barrero.
minutes has been indicated.
There won't be another chance after this one. Threads one in. Now it's Messi. Pedri. Can he finish? And the pass is intercepted. Has a shot! And with that, the final whistle. Arsenal are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.